And I remembered to turn on my mic this time.
Hey!
Hey!
Welcome back. And we have a mic on Alyssa's stream. We're so glad.
And it's actually working. That's why we're late. Because my mic was not working. It's good. Gotta love it. But yeah, welcome.
Yeah.
This is... What episode is this? 17? We've done so many of them.
Yes, 17.
Yeah.
Why can... I can hear myself.
Oh. Spooky. Was it from my stream? Say words.
Hello.
Okay, no, it wasn't. I thought maybe it was picking up my... or your audio in my mic, but it's not.
I thought it was too. Now I don't know where that noise is from.
Oh, that was on stream. Jesus. Shout out to Not Always You upstairs.
Oh my god.
His massive sneeze.
The sneeziest of people.
That's so funny. I turned
That's a good way to start.
I turned my desktop volume down so that hopefully...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't hear myself anymore.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let us know if we have audio issues in chat, because we had to switch...
Because we'd be having audio issues.
Yeah, we just switched to OBS recently, and yeah, but like, let me know if I'm too loud on my stream, or like Adrian's too loud or whatever. Sticky Pink lip gloss is in my chat and was like laughing my fucking ass off. Nick. It's good.
Aw, hello, Sticky Pink lip gloss. Right? I love you. They actually had Snapchatted me when you were having audio issues.
Oh yeah.
That they were waiting.
Oh. Yeah, sorry we're late, everyone. I had to set it up now though, because we're also gaming later, like after this. So I was like, I really need to actually fix my mic. But yeah. Anyway, It's gonna be a long night of streaming, so but here we are.
Okay.
Yeah. So this week, again, for all of December, we are doing Ice Planet Barbarians. This week was specifically a viewer request from one of my viewers, and this is her favorite book of the series, apparently. So I will try to not be super critical, but we gotta talk. Girl. We gotta talk a little bit maybe after this.
I'm excited. I think I might be nicer than I originally thought, because you had me in the first half, and I was mad. I was mad in the first half.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, the end did soften it up a little bit, but yeah, I definitely had some problems with certain things in this book. But yeah, so we're doing Ice Planet Barbarians again, because, you know, fun hot blue alien sex. Why not?
Yeah, and it's cold there.
It's what we live for.
Yes.
But yeah, so diving into trigger warnings. Go ahead and switch slides for that. So for this entire series, we've said this a few times now, but for this entire series, we do have recurring trigger warnings just for the theme of the book, essentially. So we have alien abduction, plane crashes, hostage situations, medical procedures. I guess that one wasn't so much in this book. I could have taken that off this week, but
yeah.
And then specifically for this book, it was all off page, so it was just like mentioned in passing in the main character's like history, but there was like pedophilia and like child SANR briefly mentioned, which really caught me off guard. We were kind of talking about this before the podcast, and I was like, okay, so like it kind of makes sense that she's the way she is, but like also if you're gonna just mention that in passing, I would have liked to had that, like, I don't know, explored better, I guess, like slightly, but not. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just feel like she just threw it out there so casually and then just like moved on. And I think you were saying that she like was trying to just be like, I'm not going to feel anything about it. And like, it's fine.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's healthy necessarily.
Yeah, we were debating, well, not debating, we were both just like, on whether or not that was like the healthy move. To her policy was basically like, cry about it once.
And that's it.
That's all you get.
Yeah. And then we both were like, well, we do that too. So probably not healthy.
I don't even let myself cry about it once.
Yeah. You little Aries boy. It is what it is.
That's
yeah.
But we decided that if we were going to base advice off a thing, it would be like the managers that trained you at work that said, this is how I do it. Don't do this. That's kind of how it felt like. So I was going with this is probably not the good way to do it, considering it's kind of reasonable to me.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. Again, our red flags. Every week. It's fine.
Yes.
But yeah.
All right.
So
shall I read the summary?
Yeah, that would be helpful. Hell yeah.
I'll do it. Dare me. Okay, fine. I'll do it anyway. Anyway, the summary. Resonance is supposed to be a dream. That's when your soulmate is chosen for you, and everyone on the ice planet has hooked up with a big, hunky soulmate of their own. Except me. So, do I want a mate? Heck yeah. More than anything, all I've ever wanted is to be loved by someone. Except that the soulmate chosen for me? My least favorite person on the darn ice planet. Hayden, sorry, I just want to call him Hayden so bad, and I don't know why.
Well, I think that's actually how his name is supposed to be pronounced.
Wait, is it not Hayden?
I think it's Hayden, because...
Oh, crap.
No. It's not your fault, because the audiobook said Hayden. Like, from the girl's perspective that was reading. Mm-hmm. But then whenever it would switch to the guy that was reading for, like, the aliens, he would say Hayden every now and then. And I think that's how it's actually supposed to be pronounced, but
all right.
Either way, whatever. Bear with us if we say the wrong name because the female audio reader.
We're just going to go back and forth.
Yeah, but I think that that's how, like, because some of their names are pronounced, like, slightly differently anyway from both perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Josie's name was, like, Josie. Like, the aliens would pronounce, like, the C part a lot more. So I don't know. I think it was just kind of that, but I think it is Hayden. Hayden, whatever.
Hayden's the most cranky, disapproving, unpleasant, overbearing male alien. So why is it that my body sings when he gets close? Why is he working so hard to prove to me that he's not as awful as I think he is? I hate him. Don't I? That was the summary for this book here.
Yeah. So, enemies to lovers. That was very, very blatantly set up here.
Mm-hmm.
Although, I don't know. I expected it to be different, I guess. Like, it wasn't a typical, like, enemies to lovers in the sense of, like, I feel like Hayden, whatever we're going to call him, didn't hate her. You know what I mean? So it was, like, kind of like a one-sided thing. Like, enemies to lovers type of deal. So.
Yeah, and she, like, thought he hated her for some reason. He never did anything to me that was, like...
Yeah, he just was, like, grouchy, maybe. And I'm like, okay, but, like, he could have some shit going on. Like, you don't know.
Like, so he's not very social. He lives with, like, maybe tops, like, 30 other people.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like, hunts in the wilderness. I don't know. I'm not expecting, like, a social butterfly from that upbringing.
Exactly. That's fair. Maybe we're just built different. I don't know.
I mean, we are. We're truly built different.
Yeah. Whoops. Oh, good times. All right. So getting into our descriptions of the characters. So we have Josie and Hayden together here. They're in love. Look at them. They're angry right now. Yay.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, so the big blue aliens, they are various shades of blue. Haydn was described as a pale milky blue, and he has black hair that's worn with the sides shaved short, and the middle is braided into a long braid.
Yeah.
As depicted here.
He's
if you
hot.
right? Right, that hairstyle?
Yeah. I was like, yeah.
Hell yeah. And then he also has ram-like horns, which, hell yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
If we hit the next slide real quick before whatever, that'll just show the art cred here. This tweet, so apparently Ruby Dixon actually commissioned this person.
I was reading that.
And I was like, holy shit,
wow,
that's amazing.
Awesome.
So shout out to Bonky Conk. I love saying that name too. I don't know why. They were also featured last week on our podcast. This is the same artist that did the Bone Dildo like comic strip. So, you know, real talented.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we have Josie for our leading lady here. And she is described as shorter than the rest of the girls, so she's tiny, little tiny, delicate and small.
Small.
What did you say?
Small.
Yeah, small beans.
She's small.
She is, again, okay, I feel like, how does this make sense? Flat chested, but with some curves. Just every time, it's like, they're petite, but also they got curves. Like, okay, sure.
Just let someone be flat as a board.
Yeah,
Let
exactly.
them have that.
Where's the representation? And then she has silky blondish brown hair, a round face, and glowing blue eyes. That, of course, is because of the parasite that all of these human women have to ingest. Is it ingest? I don't know. Do they eat it, or does it just
I think they become
part of them
and it like crawls in.
Yeah. So however they do that, whatever the word for that is. I'm not good with vocab. Absorb. They absorb the parasite.
I guess.
I don't know. But yeah. And then what else? She's described as adorable, and she has a high-pitched voice. That was also another detail.
Squeaker McSqueakerson over here.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to date the big blue baddie.
Which also, like, that's hilarious to me, just, like, in imagining her just being angry at him, but, like, in a high-pitched voice. I don't know. It's a really funny picture to me.
Right, yeah.
I don't think, like, if I were dating a girl with, like, a really high-pitched, like, adorable voice, I just, like, if they would be mad at me, I just could not take them seriously. And that would probably piss them off even more, but I'm like, you're just so adorable. Like, you're so small and cute.
Oh my god, you're getting climbed. They're gonna climb you like a tree and then rock your shit.
Yeah. I love that. Let me date a small, angry woman. I would love that.
I would too. I like to see some spunk in our lives.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, well, that's our descriptions for those. I don't know if you want to talk about any side characters in this one.
I don't feel like there were anybody, or what was that word sentence? But I don't feel like there was anybody that was significant. Like they, were kind of like out doing their own thing.
I agree.
Well, Josie was hating on Haydn.
Yeah. For the longest time. Yeah.
For the longest time.
So long.
I don't get it.
There's something in my eye, sorry. Carry the pod for a second.
It's my stunning personality. I don't know how that got in your eye, but my stunning personality.
Blinding. Your charisma is blinding.
Yeah. This is what a 24 in charisma looks like.
Yes. All right. Well, moving on from characters then. Again, the same slides that we have had. I know, it's probably boring, but we're on the same ice planet, so you know.
Yeah.
Here it is again.
Just in case you didn't know, it's fucking cold there.
In case you didn't know by the series name, ice planet. The ice planet is cold.
Yeah.
Who knew?
I do keep being like disappointed though that it's still cold. Like I know it's called Ice Planet Barbarians, but
it's
I'm
just
just
gonna
like
be cold.
spring is gonna come, right?
What if when they go again, I don't know if they ever go to the Crystal Mountains, but what if the Crystal Mountains are warm? Whoa.
That's fair. Also, that they did see like a green island.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, wonder
what's
if
over yonder.
yeah, is that actually green because there's not snow?
Maybe.
I want to know.
Or is it like dangerous moss that will eat you alive? I don't.
Probably that. Probably that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they actually talked about some more animals. I was so thrilled. It's my highlight of my anytime reading these books. I'm just like, yes, more alien monster animals.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
Yep.
Yeah, they had like a ocean that was very salty. I don't know. They called it like the Salt Sea or something, maybe. I don't remember entirely. But
my
anyway,
brain keeps thinking salt marsh, but that's because of D&D. So it's not that.
Yeah. Yeah, in the salt marsh they
Yeah.
Yeah. So the sea seems to be very lively. They do not have the technology for this, but I want them to go down there because I need to know what's in the alien ocean.
What's in there? What's in there?
Yeah. I am putting my face in there. I'm gonna find out.
Hell
probably
yeah.
gonna like melt it off. It's probably like a acidic sea or something like that.
Probably. That's funny. Probably something that can kill you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Things that can kill you are just everywhere in this fucking series.
Yeah.
For sure. Alright, more scenery slides. Do.
Yes.
Again, they are the same as the ones we've had, but, you know, read the books for more description.
Yeah.
I do really like this series, honestly.
I can agree with that. You know, it's not. It's a lot better than I initially gave it credit for.
That's fair. That is fair. All right. Do you want to dive into character analysis now?
Let's talk about Josie. Yes. Red flags for Josie.
I believe you are first.
I'm first, and I have given Dear Josie 3.5 out of 5 red flags.
Okay.
That felt weird I don't know why that felt weird to say. Anyway, these are my issues, girl. I'm excited to hear yours because I feel like I kind of missed some stuff.
Okay.
But we shall see. So because a lot of this is like a general complaint.
I might have just rated it higher, honestly, because I don't have a ton of things, but like,
okay,
yeah.
A lot of mine are like sort of general complaints with the human women of the tribe.
That's fair.
So I feel like a lot of the girls view the Sakwi in a very human lens, and they get mad when they do something that isn't human culture, and I'm really tired of that. Nobody is holding any sort of cultural classes. We're still 7 books in, third nipple.
Yeah, and it's been like a while because they have kids now, and the gestation period is like 14 months or something. So it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Yeah, I think they said they'd been on the Nothoth for like a year and a half or something because like people are having babies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. They just get really tired. Like at one point, Josie is like upset that Haydn doesn't kiss her, and it's just like not in their culture to do. They don't do that.
Yeah.
So all the human girls so far have like taught their mates to kiss. because humans enjoy that.
Right.
But yeah, she's like, oh, I'm being rejected because he doesn't kiss her. And I don't understand how you've lived there for like 14 months or longer and you know nothing about these people because you guys aren't having these sort of conversations. And I'm surprised because I feel like there's no reason for that. Like, why is nobody talking about this? Because the theory is that these women will all get mated off at some point. Why are we not doing more to bridge that gap of human versus Sakui?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know I am putting that red flag on Josie, but that's a complaint for all of them.
That's kind of
really.
Yeah. That's kind of like all of them. That's fair.
Yeah, but she's complacent in it, so she still gets the red flag.
Yeah.
Also, at one point, Josie is surprised that she's hurt Hayden's feelings, and I feel like I might be reading way too much into this, but it pissed me off because I felt like she was surprised because she views them as like other and like they don't have emotions, and they've all shown to have emotions, so I don't know what that was about.
Like fairly intense emotions too.
Right.
And I feel like since she's gotten the parasite too, like she knows that everything is like heightened. So I don't yeah, that was a big complaint for me as well.
Yeah.
Was
okay,
like the
good.
othering. Yeah. That's how I phrased it in my notes too.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we all agree.
Well,
we all agree here. Okay. My last thing is she wants to feel loved and secure so bad, and she's afraid of the process, so she's kicking and screaming at every turn, and she's very reactive, much like an abused like shelter animal sort of thing where she snaps at people. It's very understandable, but it's stressful, and it's I don't know. Valid trauma response can still be annoying.
Yeah.
And just not something that I just don't like having to walk on eggshells around people because they're gonna blow up at like a tiny misphrased thing, or you didn't kiss them and now they think you don't like them.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah. So yeah, those were only 3 things, but they were kind of big, so I thought, 3.5.
Yeah, that's fair. So I had pretty much the same things that you had. I did give her 4 red flags though. Let's see. Kind of going along the same lines of like she is hurting Hayden. Like she literally tells him that she hates him at one point. And I'm like, I understand like being mad and like wanting to say that in the heat of the moment, but don't say that to your partners. Don't say that to someone you're dating. Like just don't. Like just refrain. It causes way more damage in the long run. You know what I mean? Like just don't say it. No matter how you're feeling in the moment. Like you can dislike someone in the moment for their actions or whatever, but like don't say you hate them. That's not that's like a big thing to me. I don't know.
I mean, I agree. I don't think you should be saying that to your partners for sure.
Because if it's true, then why are you with them?
Exactly.
If it's not true, then why are you saying it to hurt them?
Right.
You know? I just feel like there's a better way to express your emotions than like something so definitive and strong, I guess.
That's fair. Plus, she continues to do that after she knows his backstory.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, do you not think he'd be a little sensitive about that?
Like, ma'am. Yeah, for real. Like, you come from trauma. Yes. He comes from trauma. Different, but still yes.
Yeah.
Like, be kinder. Yeah. And then the major thing that I gave, like, this is probably 3 of the 4 red flags for me. Maybe like 2.5 of the 4 red flags. But she is so fucking jealous.
Oh, yeah.
So jealous. And like jealous of a dead partner.
Right.
That he never mated with.
And never liked
him. And yeah, and never reciprocated feelings for him.
Yeah, like she was the exact opposite of a threat.
Exactly. And she's gone now. Like, why are you still... But specifically, the thing that really pissed me off, like, so fucking much, is a moment whenever she... Okay, spoiler alert. She gets swallowed by a giant bird. Swallowed whole by a giant bird. And I think she should have stayed in that bird's stomach.
Oh my god.
But yeah, she got swallowed by a giant bird. And so then Haydn, like... before he is able to rescue her or whatever, like he literally is like, oh my god, my mate is gonna be gone now, like I can't live anymore through this pain again, like I can't do it. And so he like literally is going to kill himself, and she sees like the mark from when he was like with his knife or whatever he had. I don't remember what it was exactly, but she sees the mark and she was like, oh my god, you wanted to die, like, but did you want to die after your first mate died? Like, asks him that. And then he's like, right. Well, no. But, or something along the lines of, like, no. But I'm like, hey, that's two different situations. But then her fucking response is, oh my god, that's so great. I feel so special. I'm more important. Like, fuck you. I hated that moment in the book so fucking much.
I agree.
And I could not get over it.
Myself for not writing it down.
Yeah. I hated it.
Uh-huh.
It was, it made me want to slap her so hard.
There were multiple instances like that where she, like, something kind of negative would happen or Haydn would make, like, a kind of bad choice and she'd be like, it's because he loves me so much. It's
because he loves me so much. Yeah. Like, and instead of being like, babe, are you okay? Like, please don't kill yourself if I end up dying on this godforsaken planet. Like, right. No. She was like, oh my god, I'm so special. That's so great. That's so selfish of you.
Right. And she would do that. And then 5 minutes later, he would say something that, like, maybe wasn't in line with human culture. And she'd be like, well, you don't care about me and I fucking hate you.
Exactly. I hated it so much.
Yeah.
Sticky Pink Lip Gloss says, ew, that's so toxic. I agree.
I agree. Yeah. You're right.
That was, like, one moment, one very defining moment. But that's probably, like, 2.5 red flags out of the 4 for me.
I agree.
Just cannot. Like, you're jealous of a literal dead person thing, alien, mate.
Yeah.
Words are hard. You know what I mean. Yeah.
You're jealous over a cheating ex-wife that is dead.
Yeah. It's just... it's wild. Anyway, I did not understand. I was like, ma'am, what the fuck? Yeah. And then I felt bad because I was like, man, this is our viewer's favorite book. I'm so sorry, but I'm about to rip this character to shreds because I did not like her. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I don't, I am so, I hope that this helps you, whatever you're going through. I hope this book has provided you healing and joy in those dark times. And I'm also going to say, I didn't like Josie. She was a toxic girl.
Yeah, that's fair. But, like, towards the end, the story was, like, more redeeming, I guess. Like, a little bit.
Yeah. So,
maybe we should talk about some good things.
Fine.
You said fine.
No, I mean, I have green butterflies for her. Because, yes, she does redeem herself. And, like, she's got trauma that she's working through.
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud of her for that. Just, I'm going to judge you a little bit for the toxic things you said when you were toxic.
I agree.
Yeah. Just because you healed doesn't mean you didn't say the thing that was kind of bad.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Green butterflies. I'm first. I have given her 4 out of 5 green butterflies. See, I'm throwing so many bones here. I just think it's impressive that any of them that go out there. Like, she was able to manage and survive on her own for several days out there, and I would die instantly.
Yeah, that's
because I'd be like, cool bamboo in the water, and I would get eaten by the bamboo nose
jump,
fish.
Jump. I mean, to be fair, she did get eaten by a bird, so
that, that's a little less like control on your part, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because they are just swooping out of the sky, snatching people, like, much like the golden eagle to the caribou children.
To the caribou, yeah. The caribou.
I want you to know that fact is like in my brain, and I've whipped it out on multiple occasions.
Hell yeah, I love that. Throwback to whatever episode that was.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So there's one little butterfly.
Spoiler alert, that was also my butterfly, and the only one I gave her was that she was decent at surviving.
I'm just gonna throw yours up here.
That's fair. That's my one.
Two butterflies for that.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead. Continue.
My next butterfly is that when she finds all the okay, so she makes it to the spaceship that Kira crashed when Kira, in the last book, when Kira killed all the aliens that came back to, like a fucking badass, killed all the aliens that came back to take them back. Because Kira's amazing, and anybody that says otherwise can fucking come here and fight me.
Yeah, I would be really curious to know if our viewer liked Kira or not. I'm probably going to text her that and ask her after the pod.
Yeah.
Be like, what's wrong with Kira? What's up with that?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, she makes it to that ship, and she realizes that there are pods there with girls on it. And she doesn't make the selfish decision. She's like, I have to go back. As much as I am currently running away, I have to go back because I'm not going to leave these girls in stasis to, like, inevitably die.
Right.
And I just felt like, that's a pretty good decision. I think that deserves a butterfly. I agree with that. Morally, I would have done the same. And I am glad that you made that hard decision when you're literally trying to just do anything to get away from there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yes. My next butterfly, she's had a hard life and wants to be chosen and loved by someone, which is just very understandable. Don't we all just want to be loved and picked?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And then when she realizes that she's been unfair of her judgment of Haydn, moves to bridge the gap, like, first, because Haydn is still respecting being respectful and keeping his distance, and, like, nothing would have been done if she hadn't tried to make that move. So for the, inevitable happiness of both of them, I'm glad she was able to make that step. Yeah, those are my butterflies for her. She gets 4 out of 5 for that, and that's all she gets.
I mean, that was generous in my eyes, so.
it was generous, and I feel kind of bad because I'm pretty sure I gave Kira, like, 3 butterflies last, like, thing, and that was just because I couldn't name anything, but I loved Kira, like, on vibes alone.
Yeah, that's fair.
And now I've given this other person who I have way more complaints about poor butterflies, and I'm just like, damn it.
That's just how it works out sometimes,
Yeah. All right. Well, shall we get on to the best thing?
Hell
since
yeah.
Bread.
Your favorite slide?
I guess I gatekeep girl boss, manipulate, mansplain, and male wife. What is your rating, Josie? I rate you 100% gatekeep.
And I as well. Love that.
Yes. Gatekeep.
I definitely forgot to put the pictures on this slide, but you know what they look like. It's fine.
You can just imagine a small, fiery young,
a small, petite, adorable human.
Yeah, just imagine a small person there.
A small person, yeah.
Anyone will do.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like imagine like a cardboard box, but it's still got like a big butt for some reason.
Yeah, accurate.
Accurate.
Good.
Like a mop on its head.
That's great.
All right, let's talk about Haydn and those red flags.
Do we want to explain the gatekeep at all?
Oh, I suppose we could.
Yeah, you know. I think she was like gatekeeping everything. Her feelings, her like her mate. She's jealous of a dead mate from the past. Right. Like, yeah, just so many things. Anyway.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, let's just.
It's self-explanatory.
If you read the book, you'd be like, yeah, that's gatekeep, all right.
That's a gatekeeper.
That's gatekeep if I ever did seen it.
Yeah. That's fair. All right, moving on.
Haydn, red flag. All right, I'm excited to see. I have given him one red flag.
Okay.
And that is just that is actually when he tries to kill himself.
Okay.
If Josie dies, because I'm just not about it.
Okay.
Liv, you can't make someone your whole world like that, my guy.
That's fair.
And also, if she dies and you have kids, if you leave those kids,
yeah,
we're gonna tussle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, they didn't have kids at this point, so.
Well, yeah.
I gave him no red flags, and I had debated whether I was going to put that down for a red flag for him or not, but ultimately I didn't, because he wasn't using it in like a manipulative way, if that makes sense. Like, it was genuinely like, I just don't want to live anymore. And yeah. I get that, and that's understandable. And he wasn't using it as like a manipulation tactic, as some people have.
Yes.
In life. And that is terrible, and you should not do that.
I agree. I would also like to state this red flag is not at all because I thought that was manipulative.
Yeah.
I just am not about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Liv.
I ultimately didn't put it down, but I definitely debated it, so there's that. That's fair.
Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking back to the Carpathian episode where I'm like, it's fine because like they literally will just die without their mates. And now I'm like, no, don't you dare talk about hurting yourself.
Uh-huh.
I'm a man of contradictions.
Fair enough.
All right, let's talk about good things. Green butterflies for our dear Haydn. I've really just decided that it's Haydn, but I'm switching back and forth now.
I don't know. Sound off in the comments below. Let us know how you pronounce his name.
Yeah. Okay, my butterflies, I have given him 4 out of 5. I just thought, he was really giving it his all, like trying to make it work. He's the first to open up in the relationship, which later allows Josie to open up about the bad things that happened to her, which I felt like was good. She's a victim of a lot of terrible stuff, and she needed like that safe space or the like reciprocity here of like, we've both shared a terrible thing that's occurred to us.
Yeah.
Then he's happy to have Josie, which she really needs, and angry about all the people who treated her poorly in the past, it's nice to have someone want you. And it's nice to have somebody want you when you didn't feel wanted. And it's nice to have somebody care enough to be upset about the bad things that happen to you, because after a while, you can start to think like these things happen to you because you deserved it, or some other. You can just convince yourself all sorts of silly, goofy things when you've gone when you've gone through drama, and telling it to somebody that you care about and respect, and having them get upset on your behalf is sometimes nice. It lets you know it's okay to still be upset about those things. And it's nice to see somebody, take up a torch for you, go to battle for you, sort of thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I think I kind of started with this, but he's just genuinely earnest, and he's trying. Like, he's trying to be what she wants, even though she does not really communicate what she wants at all. He's like, I don't know, I'll figure it out. Like, we'll watch and see. I'll try to be close, I'll try to be far, try to not talk, try to talk. We're going to figure this out so that it works out for the best of us. And then this is actually a quote that Josie said. And she said, "You can be surly all you want to everyone else as long as you're good to me." And I kind of fuck with it. Like, I just want to be that number one. I don't care how you don't like other people. I actually prefer if you didn't like other people and you just liked me, because it makes me feel special.
Uh-huh.
Yes. That's not healthy, but that is a green butterfly.
Fair enough.
And that's all of them. So tell me yours.
So I gave him, I believe, 4 as well. Switch to my next slide here. Yes, 4 as well. This was kind of a similar thing of like how you said about Kira, that you just like overall liked the vibe, I guess. I don't necessarily have any new specific things that you haven't already mentioned. But yeah, I just felt like he was very much misunderstood, and like Josie didn't give him the chance to be understood. And like that was the main problem. Like, just fucking talk to each other. What the fuck?
Right.
But yeah. So I give him a 4 as well. I really liked him, actually. I was just very mad at Josie in general. And just wanted to slap her a lot. But he was fine. He was good. And I also don't mind, like, I don't know, like, everyone described him as, like, surly and, like, grouchy all the time, but I really didn't think he was that grouchy.
I agree.
Like, I just felt like he was kind of quiet. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I relate to that. I guess.
Right.
But yeah, I give him a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I almost wrote that down, but I didn't know how to like word it. Yeah. But he's not really, he didn't seem surly to me. He was just
he was just
quiet,
not
and
that talkative.
Blunt.
Yeah.
Like,
he's just a tortured soul.
He's autistic.
Yeah, an autistic king.
That's me, thank you. But
you're right. You're right. I bow.
All right. Let's get this rating in. And gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss, manipulate, male. Fuck, I did it. No. Mansplain and male wife.
Damn.
Cut.
Reshoot. Cut this out in post. No.
All right. Hey, picture on this one.
Josie I
didn't get a picture.
Look at me go.
All right. I rated him 100% male wife. He was just trying to be the malest wife.
He sure was. I also rated him 100% male life.
Yes.
He really did, like, genuinely just want to have a mate.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, yeah, you've stated it already. He was just trying to, you know, please her and would try everything.
Yeah. And she was like, he doesn't like me and he's rude the whole time. And I was
hate
like,
you.
He's trying his best.
He's
girl.
trying his darndest. What do you mean?
I predict they will have communication problems.
That's fair. I do know that, just from reading like reviews and stuff, I do know that they're in later books.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, if I remember correctly, there is one where they essentially like drop the kids off with a babysitter and like try to reconnect as a couple or something like that. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe their communication does get better over time. I don't know. Our viewer has also read every single one of these books, so maybe that's like another aspect to it of why she liked this in particular. This book,
That's
I don't know. Could be.
Yeah, I'm sure when you're reading the whole series, you're like, they grow though, and it's really like rewarding. And I'm like, yeah, but first impressions.
There were just some glaring issues that I was like, I cannot get over. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
They're glaring off of the snow and it's blinding me.
It's blinding me. Yeah.
Also, it's cold. Ruby Dixon, can you write like a
tropical,
like a nature, like a field guide for your animals though?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Hell yeah.
I want that.
That's fair.
All right. Now, do we have any additional scenes that you would like to discuss?
I don't think I have anything written down.
Okay.
We already covered the only thing I had written down was like whenever Josie finds the 2 pods or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But we already discussed that a little bit, so.
Yeah. I have 2 very small things.
Okay.
The very first thing is the beginning of this book it's very like, for the plot, this had to occur. Her IUD just falls out.
Yeah.
It's just like she is just sitting there thinking about how she would like to bone down, go to Pound Town with a big blue hunk, and her IUD just fucking falls out of her body.
Yeah. Surprise.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, my little queen must have been working on that for some time. And I'm like,
just pushed it out. I was like, oh, that's real convenient, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Almost as convenient as the spaceship in episode 1.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking spaceship. I will not let it go.
At least they've like brought it back.
That's
to make
fair.
Use it multiple times for its convenience.
That is fair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And then my next thing was actually something that maybe should have been a red flag on Josie's slide. Maybe she should have had 5 red flags.
Okay.
But she's like out exploring, living her best life at the ocean. She looks over at the purple crystal mountains and she's just like, meh, not what I'm interested in seeing right now. Girl, if you don't go to those fucking mountains, I swear to God.
If someone doesn't go to these fucking crystal mountains, I swear to God.
Yeah. Either get in the ocean and tell me what's in there, or go to those fucking mountains. There's like nothing there. They're just big, pretty rocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fine. I just need to know.
I just need to know. Exactly. I really want to know. Don't mention these constantly and not lead me there.
Yeah, they're always just like, they're off in the distance. They're very pretty. I'm like, what is up with those? Tell me.
Tell me more.
That's it. That's all my additional thoughts.
Okay,
I was very much just like, no thoughts, head empty. Every other second of this book, but then I would wake up and be like, the animals.
All
Okay.
right.
Let's give our ratings here.
Yes, let's.
My official rating for Barbarian's Mate, nobody can disagree with me except for Alyssa on this slide. Maybe. I don't know what they rated this book. My rating, 3.5 eggplants of ribbedness out of 5.
Oh, nice. I didn't see that was a half before, and I thought you rated it a 4, and I was like, that's unreasonable. But now that it's a half, okay, that's more acceptable, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you rate it?
I gave it only 3 ribbed eggplants
shit.
out of 5.
That's understandable.
Yeah, I just, the jealousy thing really got me. And that one scene specifically where she was like, I'm more important because you wanted to kill yourself.
Yeah.
Hated that. I hated it so much.
Rather cringe, my love.
Toxic as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I, in my thoughts, I just kind of wrote like, it was not a bad book. Hayden is very sexy.
Yeah.
It's frustrating to read because listening to somebody get in their way so thoroughly is just, I hate it. As a reader, I'm just like, I cannot stand this. Just fucking be happy, please.
Yeah.
Especially when I know that's where they're going anyway. So I'm really like, resistance is futile. Let's go.
Resistance is futile. That's fair. I agree. I'm so sorry to our viewer. It wasn't a bad book though. I will say that. But also, I don't know. I also feel like if I would have read this having not read Kira's book, I maybe would have rated it higher slightly. So that might be a slight bias just because I loved last week's book so much.
That's fair, but I still would not have given this a much higher rating. I think because I still would have had problems with getting in the way, and you still would have saw that jealousy and been like,
have.
The hell?
You're right. Yeah, that's fair.
But I'm very interested to hear anybody that's read this book what you liked about it. Like, especially if it's one of your favorite books. What are all the themes you like? Maybe you're like, I just the sex was hot or something. Like,
which is fair.
Yeah. They did have some notable sex, like I thought interesting. One time they're literally just like walking back and he's carrying her and they just stop every like 30 minutes to fuck or something.
Yeah. Love that.
Which so that's wild. I'm down.
Love that. Oh, I did want, in the additional thoughts, I did want to say that, like, looking at reviews online and stuff like that, it was a very, very polarizing book. Like, there was no one that was really in the middle on it. It was either they loved it or they hated Josie, essentially. Like, there was no in between whatsoever. Yeah. So, it's interesting.
That's fair. Yeah. And then we were both like, here's a middling response.
Yeah. I mean, overall, like, weighing everything. Yeah, I give it a 3 out of 5. Yes. And, like, in comparison to other books we've read on this podcast, too, I would say. You know?
Yeah. My ratings are all fucked up. I stand by none of them. The scale is wiped clean every week.
I feel like we should, at the end of the year, we should go back through them and you should re-rate the books.
We could do a tier list.
Yeah, we could do a tier list, yeah.
Oh my god.
Do you want to do that?
Episode back after the new year?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm kind of down.
Hell yeah.
Tier list.
Tier list.
We have to make one. But yes, that would be fun. I'm really down for that. Let's do that.
All right. Sounds good. Content ideas.
You heard it here first, folks. Hold us accountable if we don't do it.
We should do like a before and after though too, and we should like have your ratings of like like before, and then have them be like all over the place, like a scatter plot, and then
all of the like 5s.
Yeah, yeah.
To books I didn't even like that much.
Yeah, I've only given out 1 5 so far, and that was last week, so I'm a little bit more stingy, I guess.
Yeah. It's like, when I've talked to you about this before, but for instance, on TikTok, I will just like a video that I watched. Like, I don't have to agree with it or have any thoughts about it. Like, I didn't even have to like it, but like I sat through it, so I'll like it.
So you'll like it. Nice.
Sometimes I like a video, and halfway through the video, I don't watch it anymore. I just like scroll away from it. They could say anything after that. I'm constantly paranoid about that too. Like, I'm gonna, like, at the end of a video, someone's gonna say something like terrible, and I'll have liked it.
That's hilarious. Are your likes public?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then you don't have anything to worry about. It's fine.
I'm always like afraid they're gonna pull a Tumblr, because Tumblr, like, once upon a time made they had decided to start sharing likes, and they just made everyone's public, like, automatically.
Yeah.
You had to go turn it off.
Oh my god.
So
yeah.
I'm always afraid that's going to happen. And someone's going to be like, you liked this half a recipe video, but it was actually also half like some terrible, like, some race or like orientation video. And I'm going to be like, what?
Yeah. That's funny. My likes are public on TikTok if y'all want to go explore that fun time. I don't give a fuck.
I'm private. I will talk about so many horrible things, but at the end of the day, you cannot have proof.
You cannot have proof
that I'm saying them.
These VODs don't exist on YouTube. These aren't.
Yeah, like, it's one thing for me to say I have a breeding cake, but it's another thing for you to see the TikToks I liked about it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Or the sexy manga recs.
Yeah.
That's all I do when I'm not reading these books or fan fiction. I'm reading sexy mangas.
This is true. Can confirm.
Can confirm.
Have been sent many, many panels.
Yeah.
It's great.
All right. Okay. Thank you for everyone who listened through that rant. Oh, this is an interesting cover. I had not seen the cover yet for next week's, but I did change the slide.
Barbarian's Heart.
Xena?
I am not sure. I should have maybe looked that up. I do have the summary here, though, to read.
Oh, okay. Great.
Give me 1 second to make this picture bigger.
I feel like this is gonna be sad.
Because I'm blind. What?
I feel like this book is gonna be sad.
I am wondering if it will be. Alright, so the summary says, I've never spent a day without my mate since arriving on the ice planet. I'm happy and in love, and we have a beautiful child together. All that changed when the world shook. My mate nearly died. Which also, does that mean like an earthquake happened?
I guess so.
That sounds spooky. He wakes up from his coma and he can't remember me or our son. Every memory of the past 2 years is gone, and that changes everything between us. How can I love someone that doesn't remember me? How can I not when I know he's still my mate underneath it all? I feel like it's gonna be sad too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'm already judging this girl.
Uh-huh.
Because I don't agree with the how can I love someone that doesn't remember me thing. Like, you remember them.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm waiting. We'll see, because often I am like, this summary, and then it's like not that bad. But like but to me, I've extrapolated what's happening, and I'm like, no, these patterns are wrong.
Yeah.
We'll see. But yeah, I am worried it's gonna be sad or something.
Yeah, I feel like this one's gonna be sad. But I also I like that it's a different storyline and not just like, you know, the same one that it has been. I feel like they've all been pretty much the same story so far, like the basic plot line. So
yes,
this is like a later new. Well, I guess it's a midway through the series book. I don't remember how many books total there are, but it only went up to like 10 on Libby or something like that. So, which is a service that we use to get all the audiobooks. So we picked the furthest one we could just to, change things up a little bit and see how things progress.
Yes.
So yeah, we're skipping all the way to book 10, I believe, is the official number. Sticky Pink Lip Gloss says, the man's got titties. And I wanted to share that with everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's hilarious. Love that.
An astute observation, you precious, precious bee.
Yeah.
All right.
Love that.
What is next?
Next slide is just a shout out again to Bonky Konk. I love the name so much. I cannot. They do a lot of Ice Planet Barbarians art. And as I said earlier, they were commissioned by Ruby Dixon herself. So obviously pretty dang good. I don't know if they have commissions open or anything like that, but, go follow them. Go take a look. Take a little peek. There is definitely, if you're here, you should be an adult because, that's part of our plugs every week. But as stated on their Twitter as well, no minors. So there is very much not safe for work stuff on there. I enjoyed it. I perused.
I'm going to go peruse.
I am following, as we can see on the screenshot. So,
that's fair.
Shouts out to them.
Bonky Kong. Love that.
Yep.
All right. Plug time?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, it's me, Adrian, and this has been a podcast. And you can follow me on Twitch here on this channel, or if you're on Alyssa's channel, scroll down and I'm at the very bottom because I'm everywhere. You can't escape me. All right. Next, you can also check out my Linktree and my Twitter. And on Tuesdays, I play a druid that is confused. And if you're a child, are you confused? Go away. Get off of my page. And a woo. And Alyssa's turn.
And a woo. I love how you ended that. That's great. Yeah, so here are my plugs. I should probably change the screen again. I haven't been playing a lot of these games recently. Whoops. But yeah, it changes all the time. I game on Twitch, obviously. We do the podcast here. We have a D&D campaign. It is pirate themed. It's pretty fun. It's really hilarious. The next few episodes specifically are definitely some memorable ones. There are lots of tavern shenanigans that go on. That's all I'll say about that, as to not spoil anything, but it's fucking hilarious. Watch it. But yeah, you can find all my links. I have too many links to name. So linktree/Nibiru31 is where you can find all of my stuff. Again, if you're a child.
There.
Huh?
Sorry. I was just saying, good links.
Yeah. Again, if you're a child, grow the fuck up. Don't be a child. And that's the end of my plugs. We are also, after this, both going to be playing. Are you planning on streaming?
No, my computer does not like it.
That's fair. I'm going to attempt to stream after this. We're going to play Dead by Daylight with one of our other friends, Hex Kitty Cat, who is on our podcast frequently as well.
I'm going to shout them out in chat.
That's fair. I also am going to shout out our Discord. You guys can join our shared Discord, me and Adrian's.
I did it wrong.
There's a link in chat, or you can find it on my Linktree. And I will also shout out Hex Kitty Cat for those of you in my chat.
Yes.
I'm going to attempt to stream. I don't know if that's going to work because we do have Adrian and I have the same exact laptop. But my internet might be slightly better up here. We're not really sure if it's an internet issue or a PC issue. I'm not entirely sure. So, which also, I don't know if you tried to lower your graphics at all.
I didn't.
Okay.
Try that. So I would definitely advise it if you are going to stream. I just didn't.
That's fair.
You know, if I want to stream it really bad, I'll do it. Also, tomorrow I'm gonna play Spyro. We're playing Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage. Of course, it's me. I don't know what fucking time I'm going live, but probably earlier in the day, like noon Eastern Standard Time, maybe. It really depends how late I'm up tonight. So, you know, take a gander at how late Alyssa streams.
Take a gander. Yeah, that's fair.
And, like, extrapolate from that. No, I'm so sorry. The best way to know is to follow me. Haha. And go to our Discord and join it, because it also lets you know when we go live. And yeah. So please come hang out with Alyssa while they survive. And I will also be there, but I will not be surviving. So.
Oh, okay.
You think
no man left behind.
Killer, but no, it just means I suck.
No man left behind.
Look, I'm sure Hex Kitty Cat is going to try her best to save my life, but I am
that's fair.
The weakest link.
Hilarious. All right, well, that was a podcast. Good job.
It was a podcast.
It was a podcast.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.